What's going on, guys? Welcome to a new episode of the Wednesday Wisdom series. And for those of you that aren't familiar with the series just yet, in the series I answer questions that I get in the DMs or in the comments down below and try and answer them as to the point as possible, but also as in-depth as possible. Now, the question for this week is in Dutch, so I will need to translate it. Hang on. Right, so the question is, hi Josh, your videos are great. You can really tell you're putting effort into giving out good information and helping others. Thank you, nice one. I have a question for the Wednesday Wisdom series. How can I make my own meal plan as I am 17 and overweight and do not have enough money for a personal trainer or online coach? I'd like to hear how you started making your own meal plans. Cheers, yours. Right, so the question is, how can I make my own meal plan for weight loss? Now, the first thing you need to know is if you want to lose weight, you need to figure out what your maintenance calories is. That is how many calories you need to maintain your current weight. What you can do for this is use the Harris Benedict formula. That is the formula that I use to make my meal plans and use with online coaching. But obviously I understand that that's quite difficult, that can be quite confusing. So another way you can calculate what your maintenance calories is just by using a calorie calculator online. So the one you can use is of caloriecalculator.nl if you're living in the Netherlands. And if you live in England, you can use the bodybuilding.com website. They also do calorie calculators. We'll just use the Dutch one for now. I'll just fill in my details and then I'll show you guys how I do it and how I calculate what my maintenance calories is and show you how I create a meal plan around that and around weight loss. So length 168 because I'm a midget, age 23 years old, weight at the moment is 68, activity is 3 to 5 times, I do go to the gym, and gender last time I checked was male. Let's see what it says. So it says here at the bottom, I need 2,511 calories a day to maintain my current weight. So to maintain 68 kilos, I need to eat 2,511 calories a day. Now, like you said, your goal is weight loss. So what I recommend is going 300 to 500 calories under that. So my maintenance is 2,500. I'll try and get like 2,100, 2,000, something like that. Just to say 2,100 just to make it easier. Now, the next thing you need to do is you need to track how many calories you eat. And one of the easiest ways to do that nowadays is just by downloading a calorie tracking app on your phone or on your iPad or even just on the computer. The most common one, or the one I recommend everyone uses, is MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal is like it's a calorie calculator app, but it's also like a food diary, so you can see exactly how much you've ate, how much you've been eating, stuff like that. You can add like your goals into it, and then it'll show you exactly what you need to do to reach them goals. I don't think the calorie calculator inside the app, like when you put in what your goal is, so say you want to lose ½ kilo a week, I don't really think the calorie calculator is that accurate, so that's why I also use just random calorie calculators on the internet or use the Harris Benedict formula. And same goes for macros. I don't really think they're that accurate, so what I just do is I get 2 grams of protein per kilo of body weight, not pound, and I also use 1 gram of fat per kilo of body weight and just fill the rest up with carbs. Alright, so now you know how many calories you need to eat to reach your goal. Now you know how to track the calories. Now, how would you create the meal plan? What I recommend you do, and what I used to do myself, is just fill in what you eat now. So not according to your goals, just track what you eat now. Do that for a few days, just see like how many calories you're consuming now, like without actually eating different foods. So say for example, what I used to do is I used to have like chocolate sprinkles on bread of the morning, then I used to have like Oreos and iced tea of the afternoon, come home, have a packet of crisps and I don't know, like schnitzel and chips or something like that for tea. And just what I did was I just tracked that just to give myself like an indication of, okay, how far am I now from my goals, and then from there you can start making like little adjustments. So what I'll do is I'll fill in what my diet used to look like before I started making my own meal plans, and then from there we'll see what I can adjust to get closer to my macros. Right, so this is what my diet used to look like when I was like 18 and didn't really know about nutrition. For breakfast I used to have a white carb with peanut butter and chocolate sprinkles, 564 calories. Then for tea, like or for lunch when I was in school, I had like the big size pack of Oreos, which had 6 of them little cookies in it, and an iced tea. Then for snacks, like when I came home, because obviously that is a very small lunch, came home, I used to have the big packet of, what is it, the ketchup crisp. Let's see, what else do they have? Oh yeah, I used to have it with like, it's called Festival dip sauce. You add mayonnaise to the dip sauce, a little bit of water, and it's like hard to explain. Even from the Netherlands, you probably know what it is, but that's what I used to have with me ketchup crisp. Then for tea, I used to have a small little schnitzel with potatoes, and I used to have like cocktail sauce, so like a mixture of mayonnaise and ketchup. Then before bed, I used to have these biscuits. Let's see if they still exist. There we go, they do exist. I used to have 3 of them with cup of English tea. So, English tea, 0 calories. Obviously you add milk to it. There we go. So on average I ate 3,426 calories. Let's see what the macros are. 67 protein, 414 carbs and 166 grams of fat. Now obviously we're well on the protein and like well over carbs and well over fats. So now I know like how many calories I used to eat, what the macros were. And from here I'll just look at my diet and see what can I change. So obviously for breakfast, first thing we can do, switch up the white carb for a brown carb, which won't make much of a difference calorie wise, but it will help you get in your fibre intake. Let's see, let's have 2 brown carbs. Then switch up, get rid of the chocolate sprinkles. Not normal chocolate sprinkles like, but we need to get in our protein intake. So slices of chicken, probably best. Yeah, 3 slices enough. Let's see, now for lunch, I used to always come home starving, so we need a bigger lunch. And let's see, liquid calories is just a shame. There's no point in having liquid calories. So change that up for a Coke Zero. Ooh. Oreos contain a lot of calories but don't really fill you, and again, no fibre, just quick carbs. There we go. Change that up for Belvita biscuits. Let's see, came home, had a big bag of crisps with dip sauce. Now obviously you don't have to change everything, you can just make like small adjustments, like instead of the big massive bag of crisps I can just add the smaller ones. What is like 40 grams for like the small little bag. Lay's, Heinz, ketchup, crisp. Yeah, about 45 grams for Heinz ketchup crisp. So now we're already on 1997 calories. That is much less than 5100. For tea, cocktail sauce again contains a lot of calories. What you can use for sauce, and what I started using after a while, is ketchup light. So it's basically ketchup with less sugar and less salt. Let's see if we can get it in MyFitnessPal. I think it's that one. What was it? 30 grams, 2 tablespoons, 30 grams, 22 calories. Again, to up the protein, we can have a little bit more schnitzel. So instead of having the small schnitzel, we'll have the big one. Right, so we've got roughly about 100 calories to go, something like that. Instead of the zebra spritzes, is that what they're called? Yeah, zebra spritz biscuits, I will have a low-fat Greek yogurt instead. Let's see, can't have plain Greek yogurt, it's horrible, so we'll add a few little blueberries to that. 50 grams, that'll do. Let's see, and what else? What are we missing here? Maybe a bigger lunch, because that is a small lunch. So we'll add a little sandwich to that. See, 4 slices of bread, 2 sandwiches, slices of chicken again. No, we had chicken for breakfast, didn't we? We'll have turkey slices, 4 sandwiches, so 8 slices of turkey. So there we go. Now by making a few adjustments, still having the packet of crisps with mayonnaise, still having peanut butter on bread of a morning, still having biscuits and a carbonated drink of afternoon, still having the schnitzel and potatoes for tea, and then finishing off with a little snack. But we are having like 1,000 calories less than what we were having before. And here you can see protein, we've hit our protein intake, which was 140, so we're at 146 grams of protein, so that is good. Much lower in fat this time, much lower in carbs as well, and our fibre is well up. Now obviously again, there's not a lot of like nutrients in this diet, but that is definitely a good starting point. So if you want to add more vitamins and minerals, you can add like fruit and veg here and there, or you can just buy like a multivitamin, which is just as easy. So that is just like a really simple way of getting your current diet and just manipulating a few little things just to make it more like aimed towards your goals. And then from there, every week you can just take a look at it and switch up a few things here and there. I hope that helped. I hope that gives you an idea of how to make your own meal plan. I hope you enjoyed it. If you got something out of this video, give this video a thumbs up. If you got another question for the next Wednesday Wisdom series, leave it in the comments down below or send me a message on a DM. Also follow me on Instagram because I'm quite active there. Subscribe to the channel for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.